Turn it to your real TV. Back at it again. Turn it to your real. Like, subscribe, and comment. Yeah, I'm gonna do this reaction to this
I'm
armed
Caroline
criminal
Collins with this week's Crime
getting
Files.
shot
And
while
this week,
robbing
it's all about a Taqueria robbery
someone.
that has the nation talking. The video is insane to watch, but the story of what happened next, even more shocking. So it all starts with a masked man with a gun and ends with an armed customer jumping into action. As the case has unfolded, we found out a lot about all the people involved, even hearing from the mom of the robber as she talks about.
Okay, the armed we got the robber and we got the people that got robbed. Now the question is, do you think that the robber should have got shot, uh, or tried to, maybe subdued and tried to stop him instead of killing him?
The life he lived. We start our days of coverage with Fox 26's Matthew Seedorf.
It's back to work now for everyone in this restaurant, but we're now learning more about the terrifying night for everyone inside. Dramatic moments inside a Houston restaurant. We've frozen the graphic video as a customer fires 8 shots and then one more, killing a would-be robber.
Okay, like, subscribe, and comment. Telling it to you real. Okay, you shot the man 8 times. Do you think that was a bit overkill or not? I mean, you know, you just shot him a lot of times. I just don't think you should have shot him that many times. But, I know this is some kind of a case of self-defense.
Thank God no one else was hurt.
A man wearing a mask and gloves inside the taqueria around 11:30 Thursday night, pointing what looks like a gun at customers while demanding money. As some hide and throw cash, this man takes action just as the robber heads to the door, still with his gun drawn.
Picked up the money, turned around and left, and that's when the customer got up and shot him.
The shooter angry, realizing the robber's gun is plastic, returning the stolen money.
That's crazy. Now, he done shot a man 8 times. That was carrying a fake gun. I mean, I guess he had it coming. He was armed and dangerous, committing the robbery, and he's robbing innocent people, fake gun or not.
To customers, taking a sip of his drink and leaving before police arrive.
He needs to call HPD Homicide and come explain exactly what occurred and his side of the story.
Authorities now wanting to speak with this man seen getting into an old pickup truck, someone the restaurant owner is calling.
Yeah, and I can understand the man being, pretty upset that he just killed someone carrying a fake pistol. I mean, my goodness, that's kind of a messed up situation.
A hero.
Just thankful for the man who helped me, and I just want him to take care of himself.
At this hour, police still hoping to find the shooter and speak with him and ask him about what happened. Reporting on the southwest side, Matthew.
Would you turn yourself in? That's my question. Yeah, even though it was, he had every right, would you turn yourself in, or would you just leave things as it is?
Seedorf, Fox 26 News.
Around 11:30 Thursday night, a masked man walked into a taqueria on the 6800 block of South Gessner near Bel Air Road. Video shows him pointing a gun at patrons and demanding money. Pay attention to this customer. As soon as the robber walks in, he starts fiddling around near his waistline. And when that robber walked past him a second time, he opened fire. That customer fired 9 shots. Once the robber hit the ground, the customer continued firing as he approached the suspect and took his gun. After he took that gun, video shows the customer let off a final shot in the direction of that robber's head. He died at the scene. After the robber was down, the shooter realized that the gun he was brandishing was fake.
This is Texas.
Price Brown is a local criminal defense attorney.
I was not able to tell, just from looking at that video that that was a fake weapon. And just by actually taking out a weapon, pointing it at people, especially in a situation where you're robbing people, it establishes that, that person is willing to use it.
Some people might say, well, why did you have to shoot him so many times?
Until he's completely been neutralized, he is still a danger to everybody.
Customers retrieved their money and belongings and left. The customer who shot that robber threw a coffee mug at him as he exited. No one attempted to render aid. As of right now.
Now that part was uncalled for. Right there, throwing the coffee mug and, on the way out the door, that was pretty, that was cruel. Even though the situation, the way everything went down, I mean, he didn't have to do all that.
The police would only like the shooter to come forward for questioning. And we asked Attorney Brown about the chances of a grand jury actually indicting that customer.
I believe it's unlikely.
And Brown says if the shooter is indicted, it would be an easy case of self-defense.
The individual who used lethal force to neutralize the situation was well within his rights to do so.
Surveillance video from the taqueria on South Gessner in Bel Air captures the terrifying moments an armed robber stormed into El Ranchito around 11:30 last Thursday night. The robber is seen pointing a gun at customers eating and stealing their money. This patron on the left pulled out his own gun and fired a total of 9 shots at the robber, shooting even after the robber fell to the ground and his weapon was taken away. It was then that the shooting patron appeared to realize the gun was fake as he angrily threw the weapon against the wall. On Monday, Houston police revealed the case will be turned over to a grand jury to determine if the customer will face any criminal charges.
Under Texas law, that doesn't change his right to act if there's apparent danger.
Legal analyst Casey Garrett believes the customer was acting in self-defense and had every right to keep firing until the threat was neutralized.
I just don't see that as self-defense. The man is on his way out the door and he's not a threat anymore. And shot him in the back multiple times. Even though he seemed he regretted doing it after finding out it was an empty gun, but it was a bit of an overkill. And I don't know. I guess he shouldn't be charged, but by him not waiting around, I think they're gonna think of something to charge him with, or even if he's a felon or not, So I don't think he's gonna surface.
The important thing to remember is once somebody has the legal right to act in self-defense and to use lethal force in self-defense, then they have the right, whether it's shooting him once or shooting him 9 times. And as long as you're acting in self-defense and it's not now become some attenuated intentional act of actually, killing somebody, as long as he's acting under the right to defend himself or others.
Authorities say the robber died on the scene. The Harris County medical examiner has now identified him as 30-year-old Eric Eugene Washington. Records say Washington was out on bond when he committed the robbery.
New details involving this dramatic shooting inside a Houston restaurant. Police now identifying the would-be robber as 30-year-old Eric Eugene Washington. Late Thursday night, Eric barged into this taqueria off South Gessner wearing all black, a ski mask and gloves, demanding money from customers while holding what police would later call a fake plastic gun. Then this man taking action, shooting Eric 8 times as he heads to the door. Then once more, while on the ground, killing him.
Thank God no one else was hurt.
The restaurant owner and workers calling this man a hero. returning the stolen money to customers and leaving in an old pickup truck before police arrive.
Just thankful for the man who helped me, and I just wanted him to take care of himself.
Online records reveal Eric had been out of jail on bond during the attempted robbery, recently charged with assaulting a family member.
All I can say, if that was a black man, somebody would at least got his license plate. You know, the guy that they're calling a hero. You know, but I'm about done with this reaction right here. So, what happened? I guess he brought it on himself, and so I appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, and comment to my page. I'm just getting started, and I know I look funny at times a lot because I was in a bad accident and I was paralyzed. But life goes on, and so this is what I'm chosen to do with my time while I'm just sitting in the bed all the time. So please subscribe to my page, and
The 30-year-old also previously convicted for aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon, a case 10 years ago that resulted in the death of a 62-year-old Houston man.
No matter what type of severe asthma you have, Tespire can help you have fewer attacks and relieve.
Police Monday meeting with the customer who fired these shots, so far choosing not to arrest him or charge him with a crime.
Well, I done found out.
What's the last time he called me?
What did he say?
He said, Mom, son to mother, I'm trying to be the best person I can be.
In an ominous phone call Thursday morning, hours before the robbery at El Ranchito that would end his life, 30-year-old Eric Eugene Washington promised his mother, Corinne Goodman, he would do better.
What he did, I don't condone. I don't. He knew better. He never said anything or made me think he would go this route. He started working.
It's a pretty sad situation. Listening to his mom, and the guy looks like he doesn't look part of a robbery. Looks can be deceiving. Let's finish.
And he was striving because he said, Mom, when you send someone to penitentiary, it breaks you.
In 2015, records show Eric was convicted of aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon and sentenced to 15 years in prison in connection to the shooting death of the business owner, 62-year-old Hamid Warridge.
He was there. He did not kill their father, but he was there and their father got killed. And that I am sorry for. I never got to say that to them, but I'm sorry for that.
Eric served 7 years and was released on parole. In December, he was charged with assaulting his common-law wife and later bonded out.
He's not the monster people picture him to be.
As the case now turns over to a Harris County grand jury, Corinne has one message for the patron who killed Eric.
I don't hate him. I can't hate him, but I want to know why didn't you stop? If you had to kill him, I can deal with that. I can come to grips with that. He did something wrong.
I think the patron just, be in the situation, kind of like you felt like you got a free kill, you got a chance to shoot somebody that he knew he was going to get away with it. Me personally, I don't think he had to shoot him at any time. I think he could have subdued him more. But just like the police, they're trying to kill you, not wound you, And so I guess the patron, that's the way he's felt. But I'll get back telling it to you real again. Like, subscribe, and comment, and I'd like to get my subscribes up at least to 500 to 1,000. I'm just started and everything, but I'm gonna go on and end it right here. I'm gonna let her speak for another moment, and then I'm out of here.
Wrong. I understand that. But for him to be shot 4 times in the back leaving, and when he falls down and he shoots him 4 more times, he abused him. He was dead already. And that hurt. That hurts.
Natalie He, Fox 26 News.
Yeah, I'm out of here. It's over
Well,
with.
you can watch all of this
Tell it to
coverage
you real
again on
TV. I'm telling it to you real.
fox26houston.com. And that is this week's Fox 26 Crime Files. I'm Caroline Collins.